Hey y'all, hey y'all.
In action.
We're back.
No cap.
What's the motto though? No more Miss Tuesdays.
No more Miss Tuesday. I'm not gonna lie, since we said that, we've been on the road.
Yes, that's because life be life, but we trying to stay
We
consistent.
trying to stay consistent. We trying to
Yeah.
get 1% better every day. No cap.
I'm mad that remember you said I just gotta say this real quick. When you said on TikTok somebody said they're the same person, just one person had
Yeah.
glasses or something. That had me weak. We don't even look alike, but I'm just crying at
It's
that right
also
now.
what if this got glasses on? I'm like, go check out TikTok though, Cultivating Conversations, man. But
Yes.
yeah, somebody say we look alike. I don't know though.
I don't see it. I don't see it. But welcome to another episode of Cultivating Conversations with DP Squared.
Indeed.
I'm your host, Deja, along with my ugly co-host, DeAndre.
This guy.
This is the #1 podcast in all of Washington, D.C.
Fact.
All of the DMV, if we want
All
to
the
get
DMV.
specific.
Whole East Coast.
Nah, but it's so nice to see everybody. Well, not see everybody. We know y'all seeing us, but it's just nice to know that y'all are joining. Y'all, even for the ones who don't see it live and they join after, we're just happy that everybody's here and kicking it with us. And we do have a special episode today.
Special episode, man.
So you want to let them know, DeAndre?
Today we have a special guest. Somebody I actually roomed with in college. That's actually how we met. And it was actually pretty crazy because the way we started, like, getting to know each other, building some type of rapport was actually through music. It was Tony Snow. He's the Atlanta artist.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, it was kind of like a snowball effect on conversations we used to have. And then as time went on, it just kind of our passions kind of aligned and our drive kind of matched each other. So we started to kind of, pay attention in each other's lives more and more. But, enough of that. Today we have Dulli, the creative, the leader, the artist, here today to talk about everything. No cap.
Alrighty. Let's bring him up. Hey, Dulli, how are you?
Yo, I'm doing great. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate that introduction. That was a lovely introduction.
I practiced that.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, make sure y'all give him a warm welcome. But we're excited to have you on here. Thank you for agreeing to be on the platform. We always want to share it with someone else who's just doing some great things in the world and just trying to do their best out here. So I think we should just get right into it. Yeah. So I guess if you could kind of maybe quickly introduce yourself and maybe explain to people kind of what you do and the passions that you're pursuing right now.
Okay, yeah, I go by the name of Dulli. I'm a recording artist, student, co-owner of the brand One Way Lifestyle. And I make music. We make clothes. And right now we're working on the summer collection, and I'm actually rolling out my first album as well.
Yeah.
Nice. And are you from the DMV area, or did you move to Norfolk for just college, or how's that?
Yeah, I'm actually from Northern Virginia. I'm from Lawrence. Okay. So maybe 30 minutes from DC.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just ended up coming down to Norfolk for school.
Yeah.
Where do your passions stem from? Was it like you were a lover of music when you were a child, or you kind of got into it when you got older? Like, what made you want to pursue music and then also pursue a clothing brand too?
I always loved music. Yeah, since I was a kid, my dad got me this radio. This is before anybody had any phones or whatever. So
yeah,
just be in the living room, we'd be on a game, have the radio playing in the background, so we just hearing all the top hits. And just from the jump, just hearing music made me feel great. Trying to rap with my favorite artists, and just talking about my favorite artists with my friends, it was always something I enjoyed. And then fast forward to 2019, I went to my cousin's house. My cousin actually lives in Maryland, and he was already making music, but I didn't know until I went over. And I was gonna stay at his house for 2 weeks. So then I stayed there. I saw his whole setup. He was on GarageBand at the time. That's an intro type of software to use for making music. But I saw him make an entire mixtape in those 2 weeks, in front of me, and I was really impressed. I enjoyed seeing the entire process. So then I went back home. I got GarageBand on my laptop. My friend had a mic. He let me borrow it, and then at first I was just trying to make beats, and that didn't go too well. So then I had some I tried to start engineering. So I had people come in like, yo, just rap on this joint, I'm gonna record you and everything. And then but the people who I brought into rap weren't as passionate about it as me. So I ended up writing the raps for the people who were coming in. He like, bro, I don't know what to say. I'm like, all right, let me just write something for you.
Yeah.
And then they fell out of interest with it. So then I'm just left with a mic, a laptop, and just in my room chilling. And then so I just ended up writing. I start recording here and there, and then I just put something on SoundCloud just for like myself and my friends to listen to. So it wasn't really supposed to get out. And then people start hearing it around the school, word gets around, and then I was already like enjoying myself making it, but then seeing other people enjoy what I created, a better feeling and inspire me to keep going and making it.
Yeah. And it's one thing, especially what I noticed with your music, your brand, or even like your cover art or video style, it's kind of like your creative intent. I had a question because I know even when I do things, my creative intent is to also like, stay out the box, but sometimes you kind of have to conform what's going on, in the current world. When you think and try to produce what you do, is there like a strategy to try to stay out the box and be different than others?
Yeah, it's really a battle. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm trying to be different, but sometimes you try to please what people are gonna gravitate to. So you try to put out something that people will gravitate to, whether it's something that you want to make at the time or not. You will do it for that effect that it will have on the viewers. Yeah. So sometimes I go back and forth with myself. I might like try to force myself on certain sounds because I know this is like the mainstream sound. This is what everyone's listening to. And it won't always feel right. So more times than not, I try to just do what feels comfortable, and then it'll either come out as something that is easy for people to gravitate to, or only be for certain people that are on the same wavelength as what I'm putting out.
Yeah.
DeAndre, real quick, do you know like what one of the first like songs you remember liking? Like if you could really think that far back, like what are one of the first? And people put in the chat too. Oh yeah, somebody said drop the SoundCloud link. I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah, we have to
find the link.
Yeah, first song, Pax Fifth. That was the first song. Pax Fifth. I know that's one of your.
I'm talking about in general. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about his songs. What you talking about?
Oh no, well, we can get back to. I was saying like any song, like if you could think back.
To
when you were younger, like the first song you remember hearing that you really liked. Like,
the first song, the Kanye song. It go, why you gotta be so heartless? What's that song?
Oh, okay, I think it's called Heartless. I think
it's the first song.
Oh wow!
First, like it was on the radio. That was one of the first songs I kind of gravitated toward because it was just a different type of cadence that I heard.
Yeah. I was trying to. I think mine was It was a Cassie song, actually. I think it's called like we were in like elementary school. We had to do a talent show. I think I probably like 5 or 6, probably, or maybe 6. No, we weren't that young. Probably like 8. I don't know, but I just remember doing our little 2-step to Cassie. But no, that's funny. But go ahead, Deanna, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was just talking about like on the creative side of things. I know when I try to be creative, and I can't speak for Deja, but especially with our business and stuff, I always try to do things that I don't normally see like people doing when it comes to creation. It depends, but sometimes then I find myself kind of following in the code of like what people want you to do, and then I look back and that's not what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think, especially with Dulli, of course I can't speak for him, but a lot goes in with your personality too. Like people liking you and wanting to support you also goes with you be able to do whatever you want to do. And I kind of feel that way too with our brand.
Yeah.
So I think like creativity goes a long way,
Yeah, it does. And that's why, I mean, it's definitely hard, especially our age group, I think too, where like, well, y'all younger than me, but like, I think that I would just say, I think it is really hard to like stay aligned with like what you truly want to do and who you truly think you are, because it's so easy to just do what everybody else is doing, especially when it comes to like music. If you want to, or a brand when you want to when you want it to be lucrative, you want to make money, like you like, should I should I stick with what I'm doing because that's gonna be a long game, or should I do what everybody else is doing now? I mean, it's really tough. But how do you?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Now I was gonna ask you, Dulli, like, how do you, like, what do you remind yourself of, I guess, to make sure that you're sticking with the things that you are like passionate about, or like the type of music that you really want to make? Like, are there things you tell yourself, or do you just try to like just stick with it and see where it goes? Like, how do you decide that?
As far as staying authentic, I watch a lot of interviews of artists that are successful, and that's one thing that they constantly preach: staying true to yourself. Even if it doesn't feel like it's working in the moment, it always works in the long run. So just hearing that from the people who've already done it and been successful, it helps me. I just think of that myself and then apply that to my situation. Like, I can't fall out of my lane just because I feel like I might get there faster in somebody else's lane. You feel me?
True. I had a question. Deja talking about making things lucrative. Now, in your lyrics, if people go listen, you talk about being independent. Now, it's always gonna stay like that.
That's the vision for real. That's the vision for real. But I don't know. At first, I was a little ignorant because what you hear from like most artists is, oh, the music industry this, the music industry that. Where most of that is true. Like, not everybody's here to see you win. Some people out here to milk your pockets. Yeah. But there's a lot of, like, even if you're not signing to a label, like a record deal, you could get publishing deals. You could be on paper and it will be a mutually beneficial move for both you and the other party. So I'm definitely I'm open to like signing papers, but a crazy lockdown 360 deal is definitely not in my sight.
Facts. This is my one of my last questions for this topic about creativity and stuff. You brought up, people didn't hear, you have the brand One Way, the lifestyle. I know when I was around you, I could kind of tell the lifestyle you was pushing. But what is the One Way lifestyle?
The One Way lifestyle is staying true to yourself. The One Way lifestyle is independence. Yeah, we preach independence, staying true to yourself, and really keeping mind over matter. Because when we were coming up, people ask you what you want to do, or at least from where I'm from, if you're unrealistic, people will tell you that, just because you don't really see people go as far as what you see on the TVs. Right. So really trying to just get out of that mindset that certain things are impossible, and being able to achieve whatever you set out to achieve.
Yeah, I feel like that's a problem in our community, is that we don't see a lot of achievers our age or older. So we always have this constant mindset of that it's only a few things that we can do to get successful, and that only one avenue works. So you have to do this and that. But it's a plethora of options, but we just don't have the leaders to show us. So I feel like us, including you, like, this is like what we're here to do,
Yeah. Push the boundary for sure.
Exactly.
How do you juggle? Because I struggle with this sometimes. Trying to juggle working full time. I'm in school as well. Like, I'm in grad school, and then like social life, your passions, a business. It's just it can get crazy trying to just juggle everything. Do you have a way that you try to juggle it, or like, can you talk about the challenges you may have had? How has it been for you when it comes to just juggling everything?
Yeah, it's not easy at all. I'm sure we all go through this. We have 1,000 things we need to get done and 100 things that we want to do on top of that. But one thing that helped me a lot is writing down exactly what I need to do, when I need to do it, and really trying to practice that discipline of sticking to what I write down. Right. So it could just be I try to knock out at least like 2 to 3 goals a day, and that's not something as simple as like going to the gym or just reading a book or something like that. Like 2 actual tasks that I could complete every single day, and then on top of that, just including all the things that I like to do in my day-to-day, and then just trying to knock out everything on that schedule. When I first started writing things down, I would have like a long list of things, and I knock out like 5 or 6 of those things on that long list. But the more you do it, the easier it gets, and you got to just hold yourself to that standard. And it helps a lot just seeing that every day. If you have a list, knowing where you have to be, when you have to do something. And then once you get into that flow, it feels good.
Yeah, it does.
And you're gonna want to keep going. And yeah, so that's writing things down has really helped me a lot.
Deja, what about you though?
Like what do I do to try to juggle it, or how has it been?
You got big girl life. Like what do you
what do I do to juggle it? I mean, to be honest, that's why I do agree with what he said. I literally have to write everything down, or I use, like, me and my calendar are best friends. I have to literally put everything on the calendar or set a reminder for every little thing. But the one piece that does get to me is just like feeling like I had to do so much in one day. Then I'm like, dang, it's already time to go to bed. Then I have to get up and do the same thing or do different tasks that day. It just feels like you can never catch a break. And it's just like, or one thing I've noticed too is where, because I'm so busy in like work, my social and stuff is going down. But I don't like that. Like, I want to still be able to put a lot of effort into my social and personal life, but it's just like work is kicking my butt at that time. So I've been trying to remind myself, okay, sometimes, some days is like something is going to take more priority or over the other. Everything can't be at the same level all the time. Some days like work might take priority. The other days it might be school. Like, I just can't do everything at the highest level every single day. That's kind of what I had to tell myself, because I was burning out trying to do everything at 100, and it's just like, it's just not possible. It's just not possible for me. I mean, it might be possible for some people. It's just not possible for me. And so, yeah. Right. But I don't know. I mean, one thing I wanted to mention though, your like visuals are top tier. Like, so do you do your own editing, or like do you have a small team that you use to edit your music videos or stuff, or like how does that go down?
Yeah, I actually work with a production company based out of DC called Balance Art House. And so yeah, he was actually an artist before I found out he was running a production company. So yeah, we locked in, and so yeah, we usually work on the treatments together, figure out like what we want to do, what's the plan, what's the locations, what's the theme of the whole shoot, and then we'll knock it out, and then he usually handles all the editing, and then it just comes out the way we like it to come out.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that caught my eye too. Initially was the video, and like like they said, the visuals, and like, does that come from somewhere? You know, like, is it a bounce of ideas between you two, or is it somewhere like you start with the idea and then y'all just put it into fruition?
Yeah, sometimes I'm just inspired by very random things. Like something will happen to me outside, I'll just put it into my notes, like, oh, maybe we could use that for a video, or I'll see something in a movie, I'm like, maybe we could put a little twist on that, use that in the video. So it'll really just be like soaking up everything around me, and then yeah, just bouncing off ideas with Yin Yang. He usually has a lot of ideas and knows how to bring things to life. So yeah, just being collaborative.
Right.
Yeah. How did so did you ever have to battle the idea of, or because I guess it's a two-part question. If you do want to pursue music full-time or as like a long-term goal, how did your family receive, or how does your family receive it? Because I know sometimes people are just like, oh, this doesn't make money, or they want you to maybe pursue a certain career type. Or it would be nice, maybe you didn't have to experience that and they were super supportive of what you're going to do. But I would like to know kind of, did you have those conversations, or are you still trying to pursue one career while also doing music at the same time?
Yeah, so I actually am trying to pursue a different career while pursuing music at the same time.
Okay.
But my parents my mom, I remember telling my mom that I had a show, because I did a performance last year at VCU or UVA for an event that they had out there. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm about to go do a show. She kind of brushed it off like she didn't believe it. It was cool. Like, and then I'll let her know every now and then. She'll be like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm about to go to the studio. She'll be like, oh, all right. Yeah, like, yeah. Brush it off. So I guess they don't see it yet. So that's another thing that's fueling the fire, that's really turning me up, so I could show them like how serious I really am.
Yeah.
And I also think that's a lot of things that people go through, because you know, even though if you're not, you know, people don't receive direct support from their parents, I think also, you know, support from friends, or, you know, good reviews, or, you know, seeing the growth also like leads you to wanting to do more. It's like it's like dopamine, like
yes.
when you see the progress, you just get more excited.
Like I need more.
Yeah, like you need more. Like so,
yeah.
I know that people definitely resonate with your music, and when you see that growth happening, that just keeps you going. The pedal keeps going.
Yeah, that it fuels the fire, man. It fuels the fire.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that.
What's one what was one thing that has happened, or one moment or a performance or something that you were like, dang, I really love doing this, or maybe creating a music video or whatever, but like what was a moment that you can remember where you was like, dang, like it's starting to really pick up for me, or I really want to pursue this, like for real?
I have two moments. Mm-hmm. One moment was actually here at school. Mm-hmm. It was kind of crazy because I was just in my, Powhatan, it's a huge lot, and like it's a rack of people just parked there. So I was just in my car chilling. Sometimes you park, you just in your car chilling, just unwinding.
Yeah.
Get out my car. Mind you, it's 11:30 midnight. It's late at night. Mm-hmm. I hop out, and sometimes people are playing music like extremely loud. So I'm hearing music, and I hear a beat that sounds very familiar. I'm like, hold on. Am I tripping? And then I listen a little closer and I hear it's my song playing and they're like blasting it.
That's
and this is like the most random thing because who said I was gonna be here at this time while they were playing the song?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just crazy to hear. And I'm like, dang, this is random. And when I saw the car, I didn't recognize it because I could tell if it was one of the homies or somebody I knew, but it was just random car playing my music really loud. I'm like, okay, that's all right.
Yeah. And
then the other time was when I had my first headlining show, and we almost sold it out. So it was like a big turnout, and people were just singing the lyrics with me, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, they right here with me. This is crazy. So
yeah, no, I love that.
That was definitely an experience where I knew, okay, we heading in the right direction. Let's keep turning up.
Yeah, exactly. I think especially when you notice like you just getting better 1% every day, and then you can see like your labor paying off. Like like the bet. I know that's what definitely keeps me going. It's even like no matter the numbers, but that one person just said, "Yo, I seen your podcast this day. Or I seen you do this day." Like I really like that. That's just what keep everything flowing. Like it's
definitely a fulfilling feeling when you get that.
It is.
For sure. Oop. Romello said, hey, can we get a snippet of a new song?
Can we get a snippet of a new song?
I was going to the gram, man.
right.
Yeah, I just posted some the other day too. I just posted some.
Yeah, we can make sure we share the Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. Do you have what's the word? Have a date or a time frame of when new music is coming out or anything that people can kind of look forward to?
Yeah, mid-July.
Mid-July, okay.
Mid-July, and then the one way is dropping in July as well too.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, period.
It's coming.
So the clothing brand is it what kind of clothes is it? Primarily shirts and stuff, or is it?
So this is we were just like your basic clothing brand with just t-shirts, but we took some time, did some searching for manufacturers. Right. And now we're just leveling everything up. So
cool.
In the back, you probably see a backpack. That's a one-way backpack right there.
Nice.
For the women, we have 2 crop tops. We have biker shorts. We have denim shorts.
Okay.
We have caps.
If you ever need a model to model your.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be talking. We have caps. We're gonna have briefs for the men. We're gonna have t-shirts, cargo shorts, track suits.
Okay.
We have I got the slides on right now.
Period.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, so it's gonna be a big collection. So we're really leveling up from like just your regular garments to different things that everybody can wear on different occasions.
Yeah. No, that's super dope. And there's 2 separate Instagram pages, right? Like your clothing brand is a separate Instagram from your personal page, or is it the same?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And one thing I wanted to kind of get at too is like, your mindset like outside of music. Because one thing I noticed you enjoy reading. Like when you're looking for a book or you're looking for to, gain some type of knowledge, like where do you look to, or what do you want to, gain usually?
I love to read books that I could apply to my day-to-day life. So I actually just picked up a book, Never Split the Difference. This is a really good book. It's about just negotiating and then just day-to-day conversation. So things that I could apply to my everyday life are usually the best.
Yeah.
Or I've been trying to get into different types of books like biographies and my friend gave me a manga book from anime. I don't know if y'all watch anime.
Yeah.
We watch anime.
Yeah, so I've been trying to get into other type of books, but what got me into reading was just like the whole self-help culture online, and it just gravitated to it. So I started reading the books. I started off with The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, and that one I could say really changed me as a person. So when I saw the effect that reading one good book could have for you, I just
we say that all the time.
Oh my gosh, like it's so much knowledge, and I mean that sounds very cliche, but there's so much you can learn from reading a book. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
It amazes me every time.
Yeah, it's
like an everlasting effect. Like
yes, for sure. How important is it for you, or just for in general, so because people watching and listening, like to receive support from people, whether it is like family or friends or people you don't know? I think for us, like support is everything, because I mean, we never really cared about, oh, it has to be hundreds of people. It could be just like a handful or a couple that really just appreciate the content that we put out. Yeah, but we do love support because we really truly just want to be able to share the things that we know and share with others so they can apply it to their lives, type of thing. But how important is support for you? Or how, you can answer that however you want, but I think for us, like, it's really big.
Yeah, support is definitely big. Every bit of support that I get is valued. I really enjoy when people will just DM me and be like, yo, I really like this record that you put out, or this video that you put out. That stuff really touches me, and it fuels me to keep going and making new things. But I feel like on the other side, support is definitely to be earned as well.
True.
I find a lot of people and rappers in specific that are like kind of begging and demanding support. In reality, you as the creative, you as the artist, has to give somebody something to support. So like if you see somebody putting out something weekly, like you guys are with the podcast, and you see somebody being consistent, and it's something that and the content of what they're putting out is something that resonates with you, you're gonna support it naturally. You're not gonna have to be told to support it. So I feel like the more I put out, the support will be inevitable, as long as you put out what you're putting out in front of the right people. Yeah, but every bit of support I get is definitely valued.
I'm on the same. I agree with that completely, and also to like branch off people sometimes like get too self-entitled. Like I'm talking about not with the support, but like the supporters. Like I think you should always just don't get blinded by the support, because people they always want, like, you have to do things how you want. People always want something their way. Do this person want this, you do it for them, then the next person upset. It's like true at the end. It's good to get support, but at the end of the day, make sure you always you. That's why I always try to remember. Always stay true to your brand too.
That's facts. I agree. I agree. Real quick, before I get into my question, did you have something else there you want to mention?
I got one question. It's not personal, but people might not pick it up. I want to ask, you don't got if you don't want people to know, don't say it. Why you type with the words next to each other? I always want to know that.
Wait, what do you mean?
See, like, you wouldn't know, but I'm saying, like, when you type, when Dulli type, it's like no spaces in between.
Oh, so it's like the whole word.
Wait, the one way in the Dulli?
No, not like just when you type sentences out. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Oh, no, yeah, I do that on purpose.
Yeah. Is there a reason, or you want people to know?
Nah, I just think it's fly, low key. I ain't gonna.
Okay. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, real quick, we have a couple. Well, I came up with a couple rapid fire questions. Now it might take some time to think about it, but it's just for like the last few minutes of the pod. All right. So if you could be any item, like a kitchen item, any item that's in the kitchen that would best describe your personality, like what would you be?
Dang.
It could be personality or like the way you communicate, whatever. Just it would describe you in some way. Like what would you choose? I gotta think though.
Let me see. I might be a paper towel. I'm always soaking up.
Okay. Okay. That's a good one. I don't know. And put in the chat what y'all would be too. But I wanted to ask a question, but I ain't had no answer.
I'm trying to think.
I'm dead.
I want to say I'm like an air fryer.
Okay.
New and improved, and I'm there when you need me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
See, I can think on the spot. I ain't know. Okay, yeah. Someone said a blender. Okay. Who knows?
That was a good question.
Is you a knife?
A knife is crazy.
Yeah, you a knife.
Someone said a butcher knife because I'm sharp. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, another one real quick. This one and another one. All right. What's a can opener? Interesting. Okay. All right, keep them coming. But an unpopular opinion that you have. So any unpopular opinion that you feel like you have, what would it be?
Unpopular opinion. Watermelon is not that good.
Okay, that's
I like that.
That is very unpopular too, because every time I have another one too. The milk goes before the cereal.
Oh no, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Hold on now.
That is diabolical.
Wait.
I usually keep that one to myself too. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm trying to think though. I guess it's the same thing, right?
What? I guess
you drown in your cereal, you don't got time for it. It's gonna be soggy by the time you know what I'm saying?
Oh god.
I gotta try it. All right, my unpopular opinion. As much as I love WWE, it's just grown men playing dress up. I ain't gonna lie, they just dressing up
and they robbing folk. They robbing folk.
So y'all weren't watching WWE?
I used to, but I would.
I was. When I tell you, I used to love Rey Mysterio and is that the Undertaker, DeAndre? With the yeah. Oh, somebody said I was just starting to like you. Yeah, they don't like the milk first. That's crazy.
Oh man.
DeAndre said they calling the FBI on you. Wait, what did you just? Not that. It's something you must have said before.
No, I just said WWE. That ain't me.
No, that's him
with the milk.
Oh, okay.
The milk and the watermelon.
Oh yeah, the watermelon too.
Yes. All right. This is the last one. Okay. Who is I think because we talk about men a lot, but who it will be your favorite female artist? It could be somebody from now, maybe someone we don't know about. It could be an older artist.
Favorite female artist.
And it doesn't have to be rap. It can be literally.
Yeah, right now I would have to say Sade.
I don't know. Oh, Sade, you like the?
Yeah, Sade. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Shout out to Sade. Yeah, that's a good one. My mom loves Sade.
You got one, Deja? Oh, I know who.
If we're talking about my life, it's gonna be Nicki Minaj. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
But if I had to think about like R&B or something, I really like
Jhené Aiko.
Yeah, that would be one of my favorites. I was trying to think of somebody right now that I'm really liking to listen to. I like Victoria Monet. She's not my favorite, but I really do like Victoria Monet.
I don't know her.
Oh, she's like R&B-ish, but she has great visuals. I really like her visuals. But nah, that's the only questions I have. But I appreciate you kicking it with us, Dulli. This was
I appreciate y'all having me.
Of course. Oh, if people want to, of course, Mother's Day, Mary J. Blige, we know. Yeah. But how can people like support you with your Instagram or what YouTube, whatever you have? Like, how can people support?
Yeah, just stay tapped in with me on Instagram. 1 WAYDULLI, One Way Dulli, and go ahead and follow the One Way page while you at it. It's in my bio too. We got a lot of shit, a lot of things coming. Yeah, crazy garments, lovely designs. You're gonna see the advertisements for the rollout are gonna be crazy too. The rollout for the album, crazy.
Love that.
We having a lot of fun, so y'all should come check us out.
Bet.
No, I appreciate that. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thanks.
No more Miss Tuesdays. We'll be back next week. Maybe. No, we will. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to yet another episode, and we will see y'all next week.
See y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining.